Hello and welcome back to my YouTube. For those of you that are new here, I am Lauren. I'm a personal trainer and I specialise in getting women into the gym who are complete beginners, who have no idea what they're doing. And these are my favourite people to work with because I feel like I can make such a difference to their lives by introducing them to the gym and building their confidence so that they can feel good both in and out of the gym. Right here, right now, I'm going to take you through a full body workout that you can do in real time along with me. So it's like you've got a PT with you in the gym, keeping you company. To get things started, we're going to do a little bit of mobility. So starting with some arm circles, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we're going to go back the other way. And now we're going to bring our arms up level and we're going to twist from side to side. 10, there we go. And for lower body mobility, we're going to do some leg swings. You might want to find something that you can hold on to help you keep your balance. And 8, and the other side. And 8. And then we're going to do what's called open the gate. So we're going to bring our leg up and around, out to the side. And switch legs. So the reason that we do mobility is to just get our muscles ready for exercise. It will help us to get a better range of motion, which will then help us to get more out of the lifts that we're actually doing. Right, and that's us warmed up. Quick, simple, easy. Now for the first exercise, we're going to do goblet squats. So grab yourself a dumbbell, you're going to hold it in close to your chest, brace your core, and then we're going to come down into a squat. So push your hips back and bend at your knees to come down into the squat. We want to come down so our thighs are at least parallel to the floor. And keep your chest up and keep the movement nice and slow as well. We don't want to look like we're slut dropping in the club on a Saturday night. Final rep. There we go. First set done. Now I'm going to set my timer. Rest timer for 90 seconds between sets. Rest is so important. I know that it might be really tempting to just race through and get it all done, but if you're not resting between sets, then you're going to fatigue very quickly and you're going to find it hard to grow. I'm actually getting really hot. Time to take the jumper off. This literally happens every workout. I will start fully clothed with a jumper on, with a t-shirt and whatnot. And by the end, I get so hot that I end up in a sports bra and I'm still sweating. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So how did that feel? That wasn't too bad, was it? First set, done, dusted. How was it? Did you easily make it to the 8 reps? Did you find it quite difficult? If you found it quite easy, might be time to pop that dumbbell down and pick up one slightly heavier. I'm going to keep mine light today because, quite frankly, this is an extra workout for me and I don't think I need to go heavier. Right, timer's about to go, so get ready for the second set. There we go. Right, and remember, we're keeping that dumbbell in close to the chest. You want to have your toes ever so slightly pointed outwards and come down nice and low into that squat. Halfway through. Last one. That's it. And rest. pop that timer on again. So, I know that the gym is a really scary place, or it can be a really scary place, because I used to also be terrified of the gym. I would walk in and I'd be like, please no one look at me. Like, what if I do everything wrong? And it's actually not that scary. I promise you that no one there is paying any attention to you, like in the nicest way possible. No one is actually paying any attention to you. No one cares what you're doing. Everyone is just focused on themselves. So please try not to get too caught up. And I know that it's easier said than done, but try not to get too caught up thinking that everyone is looking at you, because they're not. 30 seconds rest to go. So second set, again, how was it? Not too bad? Or was that more difficult? If you still found that you quite easily made your way through it, you might want to push yourself a little bit more. Pick up a heavier weight. If you found that it was a struggle, stick with the same one. That's absolutely fine. We're just getting started today. We don't need to push too much. Right, we are ready. So last set of these, let's go. Six, 2 left. Perfect. And we're done. We are done with squats. So next up, we're going to do some static lunges. Now these are probably the easiest of the lunges, which is why I have chosen to put these in to your beginner friendly workout. So we're going to need 2 dumbbells for this one. Still got our rest time going on, but I'll tell you why we're doing these, because they are what's called a unilateral exercise, which means we're working one leg at a time. And you might be thinking, why is that important? Why do we care about that? Well, I guarantee that you have got imbalances between your left leg and your right leg. One is going to be more dominant and therefore stronger. And it's not just you, it's literally, well, I say literally everyone. Probably pro athletes have evened theirs out by now, but pretty much everybody in the world has these imbalances. So to avoid things like injury, it's really, really good to do work on single sides at a time. So you'll notice that with upper body as well, we've also got one that's both and one that's single, because it's important. Right, we are ready. So pick up both of your dumbbells, one in each hand, and then we want a split stance with our feet. And then we also want to make sure that we've got a hip width distance between our feet. And then we're just going to bend both knees and come down into a lunge. So our front leg, the thigh should be parallel to the floor when we get down. 7 and 8. And now we're going to switch legs and do the other one. 4, 6, 7. Last one, 8. There we go. And rest time. Right, don't hate me for lunges. I know they're no one's favourite. No one's favourite at all. In fact, half my clients will moan at me when I put lunges in. One of them even just says outright she's not doing them. So I make her do them when she comes to the gym, because she is one of very few that have actually in-person sessions with me now. So there's no getting out of it for her. I was actually shocked in check-ins the other day. One of my clients had said that she actually really enjoyed doing elevated reverse lunges. which is where your front foot is elevated off the floor so that you get a better range of motion. And I was like, I nearly keeled over with shock. No one ever admits that to me. God, getting out of breath doing this talking whilst working out thing. Normally I've got my headphones in, don't say a word to anyone. I don't know how, like, singers, entertainers, I actually don't know how they do it, how they run around on stage and talk and sing for hours. Like, I like to think that I'm quite fit. Like, I can run a half marathon fairly easily. Talking while doing this. Whoa. Right, ready to go for second set. Let's go. Six, it's 2 more left. And switch legs. Two more. And rest. Put those dumbbells down. Set the rest timer for us. One more set of these to go. And then that's the worst one done. Promise you. Promise you. Again, how do they feel? Do they feel okay? Do you think that you could go a little bit heavier? If you think you can, try it. If you don't make it to the full 8 on the last set, that's cool. That's not a problem. Just push, see what you can do. And if you don't feel like going heavier, then don't. Just enjoy what you're doing. It is important to enjoy your workouts. It is, because otherwise, if you're miserable all the time, you're just not going to do them. And I actually take great pleasure when one of my clients will comment on their workouts and say, oh my God, I actually really enjoyed this workout. Like, I feel so good after it. Because I know that pretty much every single one of them has come to me saying that they don't like exercise, they don't like the gym, they've never found anything that they enjoy. And for me to change that for them and open up this whole new world it's quite incredible, really. I'm very grateful that I get to do what I do. Right, time for the last set of these. So grab your dumbbells and let's go. That's it, 2 more. And switch. Last 2. And that is lower body done. Drop your dumbbells, have a rest. While I move the camera around so that you can see the next one. Right, let's put you down on the floor. We've got upper body now, so that's lower body is done. We've got upper body, we're going to do bench press first, and then we're going to do some single arm bent over rows. And I know what you're thinking, you've got spaghetti arms, 0 strength, that's fine. Pick up some light dumbbells and we're going to do it anyway, because the only way to get stronger is to just do it. So we're going to put in the reps, we're going to put in the work, and we're going to build you some strength. And I guarantee you are going to love it in the end. You might not love it today, but that's okay. We don't mind that. We're just getting started. Right. Oh, let's go. Hair out the way. Little tip for you, don't have your hair in a low bun if you're going to be doing a bench press, because it's really irritating. Right, so pick up your dumbbells, rest them on your knees. You're gonna lie flat. As you come back, you're gonna kick them up. And we wanna start with the dumbbells, like directly above our shoulders. Turn them in slightly at a 45-degree angle. And then we're gonna lower them slowly down to our chest and then push back up. And when we come down, we want our elbows to be angled sort of into the corner of the room rather than be flaring straight out to the side. Trust me, it will feel so much nicer that way. 7, and last one, 8, and rest. Oh, put that rest time on. So, completely forgot what I was going to say there. No, it's gone. How did that feel though? Was that challenging? Do you think that it could be more challenging? Did you get through it quite easily? If you did, then let's grab some heavier dumbbells. It's ready to go again. Probably one of my favourites. In actual fact, most of these exercises are favourites of mine because they are some of the best. The basics, stick to them and you can't go far wrong. And I'll tell you now, doing strength is so much nicer than doing HIIT, which I guarantee over the years you have tried, because that's been like the latest fad trend over the years, hasn't it? Like bloody Joe Wicks in lockdown with all of his HIIT workouts. Well, they're not that fun to do, are they? I don't know if you've tried them. I've tried them. I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy burpees. That's not really a bit of me. I know I do high rocks, but that's my least favourite bit. Right, we are ready to go again. So lay back and let's go. Six, 2 more. And second set, done. Pop that on. I know that probably training upper body doesn't appeal to you right now. It never appealed to me before either. I was just thought that I was so weak and everything felt really, really hard. But stick with it. And actually, it's now probably my favourite thing to train is upper body. It's just, it makes you feel strong, makes you feel powerful. And that is, I don't think I can really describe it. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it's a good feeling. Let's just say that. So, we're over halfway through the workout. We've got 1 set of these, and then we've got some single arm bent over rows, and then actually we're done. We're keeping it nice and simple today, just getting used to the gym. So how is it going? Are you enjoying it? And is it as bad as you thought it would be? I really, really hope it's not. I know that I'm just chatting shit in your ear, but hopefully it's helping you to feel a bit more at ease and a bit more comfortable in the gym environment, because hopefully you feel like you've got a friend with you. Right, last set. Let's go. Halfway there. Last one. And rest. See, 3 out of 4 exercises, done. I'm really crap, by the way, at counting and talking. So if at any point we've done less than 8 reps or more than 8 reps, I apologise, because I am crap at counting and talking. It's one thing they don't teach you when you become a PT, is how to talk and count at the same time. So when I have in-person sessions, I'm going to be completely honest, sometimes they might do an extra rep or 2. Shh, don't tell them. No, they know. We're always chatting away. So final exercise is single arm bent over rows. Now, again, one of my absolute favourites. So this is going to work our back. And if you know me, you'll know that I like to wear a backless dress come summer, or a backless top or whatever. Not even just in summer, but yeah, I got a tattoo down my spine a couple of years ago, and to be honest, any opportunity to show it off, and I will, because I love it. Right, okay, so we're going to get into position now. I should have said this on the static lunges actually, but I will say it now. Do your weaker side first. So for most people, that's going to be your left side. So dumbbell in your left hand. You're going to put your right knee and your right hand on the bench. Want your back flat, and then you're going to retract your shoulder blades. So you're going to squeeze them together, and you're going to engage your core as well. And from here, you're going to row that dumbbell up into your side. So you're going to think about bringing your elbow in towards your hip. Last one. And then we're just gonna hop over the bench and then do the same on the other side. So you want your back to be nice and flat while you're doing this. Keep it straight. I've lost count. I think that was 6. Last one. There we go. And rest. Let's put that on. Probably wouldn't leave the dumbbell on the bench just in case it rolls off. You know, health and safety and all that. We don't want any injuries, so I would just pop it down on the floor. Can you believe that you've nearly done your first workout? I can. But no, seriously, gym anxiety is a very, very real thing. I used to struggle with it big time. I would go and hide myself away. The gym that I first went to had a like women's only bit upstairs, and I would go and I'd hide up in there because it was always empty and there was no one there to kind of intimidate me. And then gradually I built up my confidence and I ended up in the weight section. And now, well, I mean, now look at me. I will take my camera into the gym and talk to it in the middle of a gym with everyone there. And yeah, I think we can safely say that my confidence in the gym has grown over the years. Obviously, I don't expect you to be doing the same. That's not your job, that's mine. But if I can whack out a camera in the middle of a gym and start talking to it, then I think that you can probably go in and do a workout without it being too much trouble. Right, next set. Remember, start with your weaker side. When you get to the top, you want to really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Oh, I've lost count again. I think we're going to go one more just in case. And scooch over. Switch sides. And last one. And rest for the final time. can't believe how quick it's gone. This is it, you don't need to be spending hours in the gym. I know there are people that, you know, they go to the gym and they'll be there for like 2 hours and they'll say that they might go to the gym 5 times a week. That's 10 hours out of a week. That's an awfully long time, and you do not need to be spending that length of time in the gym in order to see a little bit of progress. So, and when I say progress, I'm talking losing inches from all over your body and building some strength so that you feel good, because at the end of the day, working out, and I mean, it's great to look good. We all want that. But actually, what about as you get older and you age, still being able to do things like, you know, bend down to tie up your shoelaces, easily get up off the sofa. And it's something that I've noticed within the past year with my dad, who is now 70. I noticed that he's slower getting up out of his chair these days. And I'm trying to get him into the gym. I am doing my best. I'm failing miserably at that, but I will work it and it will happen. But it's things like that, and I just think, do you know what? It is so important to keep on top of your health and your fitness and have a bit of strength. It goes an awfully long way. Right, last set now, and then we're gonna have a little stretch and then we're done. So grab that dumbbell and let's go. Two more. Right, and switch over. Six. Two more. 7, and last one. 8. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Right, we're going to have a little rest and then we are going to stretch. Stretching is important because otherwise you are going to feel it tomorrow. And you're going to feel it tomorrow regardless, but it'll be a bit better if you stretch today. So we are going to make sure that we do that because you're going to end up cursing me either way tomorrow when you sit down to go to the toilet or when you're walking down the stairs, but that's okay. I can deal with that. If you wanna, tell me how much you hate me tomorrow when you can't walk down the stairs, Lauren Emma Fit over on Instagram. Send me a message. I won't mind. If you need someone to rant to, it's okay. It's all good. Right, we're just gonna stretch now. So link your fingers together behind your back and then push out as far as you can and stretch out your chest. Hold that for a little while. Should feel quite nice after what we've just done. And then you're going to bring one arm across your body. That's it, and switch, so we do the other side as well. Stretching always feels nice at the end of a workout. And then for the next one, we're going to stretch our quads, which is probably going to be the most important stretch. You might want to find something to hold on to. So grab your foot and you should feel a nice stretch here. Balance on one leg. Do you know, I've got a friend that when she's brushing her teeth, she likes to stand on one leg for the whole time just to see if she can do it. And I think that's great because do you know what? Most people find it really, really difficult to balance on one leg. Now you watch me fall when I do the other one because I'm right-handed, therefore right-footed as well. And that's the easier leg. Let's see if I can keep face and not fall over now, shall we? I've actually bossed that, haven't I? I'll take that as a win. Right, and then I always find this one so difficult because I find it really tricky to keep a straight back and reach my toes, but we're gonna stretch our hamstrings. So you just wanna fold in the middle and reach for your toes. I always find it hard to keep my back straight while I'm doing it. And you should feel a nice stretch all down the back there. And then final stretch, we're just going to come down onto the floor and stretch our glutes out. So you want to put your hands on the floor, put one leg out behind you, and then the other leg, you're going to fold it over in front of you, and then sit down into it. And if you want to feel it even more, come down onto your elbows and you'll feel a nice stretch in your glutes. I think this is called pigeon pose or something in yoga. I don't know. I'm not very good at yoga, haven't got into that yet. One day I will do. And then we're gonna switch. So put the other leg behind you and other leg in front. That's it. Drop down. And there we go, that is us done. Full body workout complete. Hopefully it wasn't too bad and you actually found a way to enjoy it. Thank you so much for following along and doing the workout with me. I really hope that you have actually enjoyed it and it's been a good introduction to the gym. Please, if you have enjoyed it, hit like, hit subscribe so that you see all of my future videos. As a little thank you, I have got 4 weeks of free fat loss coaching, which I've dropped the link for down below. And with that 4 weeks, you get 4-week training plan to follow in the gym, which is all beginner friendly, so no worries there. We'll also give you a bit of guidance on setting up your calories and your step goals, so that you can get started with dropping body fat. And I have seen people in that 4 weeks of free fat loss coaching drop between 2 to 4 kilos. So hopefully it will get you started on the right path. Thanks for watching.